Greetings and a very warm welcome to Kashmir University's weekly video magazine Quest. This week's Quest highlights: TCS delegation on 3-day visit to KU, and Gurer School students call upon VC. Now the details of these events with your host Muhammad Fahimul Islam. Dear viewers, a high-level delegation of Tata Consultancy Services had a 3-day visit to Kashmir University, during which they held many interactions with the students, academia and administration. The event was held in collaboration with Center of Career Planning and Counseling. TCS is a leader in the global marketplace and among the top 10 technology firms in the world. It is India's first and Asia's largest consulting and service organization. TCS is engaged in providing information technology services, business solutions and outsourcing. On the first day, the TCS team held an open court interaction with the academia and administration. Vice-Chancellor Jamia Millia University, Professor Talat Ahmed, told people present there that it's hard for Indian corporates to come and set companies in Kashmir.
It's very difficult for the industry to come to Kashmir immediately, but at least take the students and youngsters from here, train them, make them party to the development stories that has been happening in other parts of the country. And ultimately, in the long run, they can come and start here or partner with things like TCS or Infosys or other companies to see that there is development in Jammu and Kashmir.
Vice-Chancellor IUST Professor A.R. Trag informed TCS that his university has already introduced employable courses for the students.
In case you need, we can show our syllabus also to you. In case you want to need incorporation of some courses also, it's a dynamic university. We are making all those changes after interacting with the industry. We have done earlier also with other universities also. Then for placement, in order to make our boys and these girls fit for employment somewhere else in other parts of the country, we arrange their trainings in multinational companies in 7th semester and 5th semester. That is already everywhere that is happening.
Registrar Central University Kashmir Professor Afzal Zargar said such interactions are helpful to understand the ways of corporations.
I must tell you that the Central University of Kashmir started in 2009 in this place, at this place, along with the other 15 other universities across the country. So there are certain issues, certain problems with regard to its actual campus building process. But we have already started the operations, and right now there are about 11 departments operating, where having about 1,000 students have already passed out. And right now about 1,000 students are currently in the different postgraduate programs. We do have one integrated program in the Department of the Law, and the rest of the programs are postgraduate programs.
Mr. Shailendra Kumar opined that industry employs only those who are employable.
Any industry will not hire a particular group or social class because he or she belongs to a certain area. They are in job market. And industry will be paying exclusively for the person who is right for their job, and for on the minimum amount possible. And if that is the case, then perhaps in our curriculum, that part should be included, for which the companies are looking for. And that is why perhaps IIM graduates are employed immediately. That is why perhaps IT graduates are employed immediately. But a person like me, who has passed from Patna University, has to sit an exam and then clear the test.
One has to choose between homesickness and unemployment. People have to move out for getting employment because there is saturation in government as well as private sector in general. In our universities, we are producing about 20,000 postgraduates annually. And in our colleges, we are producing not less than 150,000 graduates annually. These are not technically trained, professionally oriented to the extent of getting absorbed into corporate bodies immediately. The state has played its responsibility as a welfare state. I don't think there can be a better mechanism than UDAN, where these students, these pass-out graduates and post-graduates are being brought together in some college on the university campus, and the people from the corporate bodies come and choose them and pick them up. What a better opportunity can be other than this?
Inspector General Police Kashmir Mr. A.G. Mir told TCS and academics present there that it's important to tell people about the success stories of Kashmiri students.
But then we need to tell stories to the people who are here of those 3 guys, of those 4 guys who do well. Because ultimately in any society, it's not that everybody does well. In any competitive situation, it's only the best who do well. And those stories need to be told to the people who are here, and through newspapers or through counseling sessions or whatever the means be. And that will create role models. Perhaps you can include the persons who do well in the counseling sessions who are here, so that they see for themselves their role models and they strive for the good.
Vice President TCS Mr. Ranjan Bandyopadhyay candidly admitted that he found Kashmiri students better than other students of India.
If I look at our footfall to offer ratio in terms of clearing of tests, the state of Jammu and Kashmir possibly comes just after West Bengal, which means that the students are better than other states from our perspective. Third is the woman associates that we have recruited from Jammu and Kashmir. I should not be saying this, but by God, they are even better than anybody. About the men, it is about second or third in ranking, but the women, definitely they are number 1 in terms of their performance thus far.
Dean Faculty of Commerce and Management Studies Professor Shabir Ahmed Bhatt said that both administrative and academic persons have to come together for the betterment of the students.
Because I believe vice chancellors and the people and the policy makers, you have enormous potential and the competence to make a difference. The question is how seriously we take our job, how seriously we deliver in our own positions. We can make a difference, and I have seen it in my individual capacity at a very small level.
Kashmir University Vice Chancellor Professor A.M. Shah advised TCS that employing people is not enough. One has to take care about their salary and accommodation, as Kashmiri students are moving outside the state for the first time in their lives.
When we are thinking in terms of providing employment to people, we have to think in terms of ultimately it is a salary of the component which we have to think in. If a Kashmiri boy or a girl from this place goes to Calcutta or goes to Mumbai and gets even 30,000 or 40,000 salary, and then he or she is not having accommodation and other issues, then we are not able to, in fact, convince other people to later on to think in terms of employment with TCS or any other organization. So my submission would be, whenever we are thinking in terms of employment for these graduates outside, some arrangement should be made for accommodation by one way or the other way, even if they pay for that, because at least I believe that this program should take off. It should not happen this thing that you have put a great deal of effort, we have spent a lot of money on skill development of the candidates. Ultimately, once they go, because of some lesser remuneration or accommodation problem, they are coming back. I think we should join hands. We at the University of Kashmir will request also Talat Sahab and you. Let us all three join hands and see how we can collaborate that this program becomes successful, so that a message will go down the line that those people, when we are doing other programs this year or next year, people will come forward and they will be accepting the schemes, or they will be accepting our proposals, or whatever we will be doing, that will be done.
Professor Shah told them that university does not shy away in taking responsibility of social engagement.
It will be our pleasure to engage with the industry so far as the social engagement is concerned in the University of Kashmir. Many programs which we need to design, which inshallah we will discuss in due course of time, so that how we can engage society as a whole. I see, for example, we are trying our level best to have the development, crop development, and we are trying our level best to do schemes. How can we revive our traditional crafts, and how can we do that? I think we can discuss these things with industry as well, with the TCI and others, and we can work out a program. And from University of Kashmir, I assure you, whatever cooperation is required from our side, we will be there to cooperate with you.
Director, Center of Career Planning and Counseling, Professor Farooq Ahmed Khan, also put forward certain observations.
They approach us, whatever salary, whether 10,000, 15,000. But of course, with due regards to what has been deliberated, 10,000 or 15,000 is the peanuts when a student has to move outside. But it needs to be taken care of, number one. Number two, so far as the list of the recruited, we have a complete connect with the TCS, with the other corporate world, and we just see that what they are doing, how they are doing, so that we would ensure that the corporate, whether it is Roman Technology, whether it is TCS or whether it is Infosys, let's seek that what our children are doing there, how they are doing, and we make our level best at the office level, that if any student comes here, so how he is doing, we just call him to our office.
Next day, TCS team had interaction with the college and university students at Gandhi Bhavan Auditorium, during which students posed them questions and queries regarding jobs, opportunities and other things. The objective of the interaction program was to assess the training needs of the youth and to create awareness about the opportunities in TCS. TCS also held 2 panel discussions on various issues in the studios of EMMRC. The first panel discussion was moderated by Vice Chancellor JMI Professor Talat Ahmed and was titled Making a Difference in Social Integration and Total Development. Here are a few extracts of that discussion.
This effort is also to make sure that the youth of Kashmir gets its deserving place as an important partner in the development of the state and the country, and they have been contributing.
I would be failing in my duty if I do not congratulate the people of Jammu and Kashmir to have given us such wonderful boys and girls from the state who are with our organization and are performing excellently.
What we'd like to appeal to the younger generation, especially the Jammu and Kashmir, is that it is not the degree for which you are taking up program, but for your career. So to develop the career, you have to definitely enroll yourself in these type of industrial programs so that you can uplift your skill set and at the same time you can also be employable.
The need was found that we need to have the connect between industrial interface, because campus recruitment was a big issue. The companies were very reluctant to come to University of Kashmir, and a special campaign was done so that corporate could be invited and they would have campus recruitment. And in this regard, we succeeded and a lot of companies were invited.
TCS has a certain vision, they are in mission mode, and there are opportunities which they are placing before our youth. They are putting a lot of resources into the entire program, and what we have been trying to do in St. Xavier's College is to try to negotiate with our students that it's important that you put your own personal resources also, onto the table, and you really strive to take the maximum benefit of what industry and university is trying to do.
Once this corporate sector put their time and resources to train the youth, they make sure that they get them as part of their system. And even those, we should think from the point of view of Jammu and Kashmir, that many of these youngsters should get trained and get some experience and come back and start here. Only then the state will progress.
The second panel discussion was held on relevance of industry-academic interaction, increasing and enhancing competitiveness. Have a look at few of the excerpts of the discussion.
Indian economy, we have moved from the agricultural focus to service economy over the years. And today, if you look at competitiveness as a nation, I think a lot of it has got to do with how our industries are competitive, how competitive they are, and what is really important to sustain this from the industry perspective is the stakeholders on which they depend for their talent. And universities and colleges are really the key supplier of talent and very important stakeholder for success of industry today. Let me ask Professor Mukherjee for his perspectives as an academician.
Without trying to be cynical, I would like to raise a conundrum. What happens if young India does not deliver? Then we'll be having, instead of demographic dividend, we'll be saddled with demographic bulge around our midriff. And this fear is not totally unfounded. We keep on receiving reports that our graduates and postgraduates are just not employable. And about the figure quoted is 70 to 80%. And that is where the academia and the industry need to collaborate.
I would also add, like, it is not only employability but also the skill development. Like TCS is starting these collaborative courses which are very industry oriented. So that is a very good job in being done in that direction. So they are helping improve the employability skills. It's not only industry participating in placements but also preparing them for placement. So that is how the collaboration takes place, so it helps.
To Jaykumar, from your perspective, being from the university system, what is your thoughts on this?
No, probably, Dr. Raju, we need to have a detailed planning because India is a big country. At the national level, National Planning Commission and the University Grants Commission, they have come out with a 10-year plan. And we have certain national challenges like increasing the gross enrollment ratio, providing opportunity for everyone, we normally call equal opportunity for differently abled, equal opportunity for minorities, religious minorities, linguistic minorities, and opportunity for the rural students. And the third major challenge is curriculum relevance. In that particular context, probably industries can play a major role. The fourth one is the ICT integration.
Whatever we are doing today, is it relevant for generating employment? Or can we increase the employability of Indian youth? Second is that are we being relevant for the future? So the curriculum has to also think about the future of India or the world, or how the industry or the economy, whatever is moving towards. For us, which is again my second part, I would like to say that if you look at the services industry, unlike the manufacturing or other industries, our assets walk in and walk out of the offices every day. So our challenge is to bring our assets back.
Today's competition is no longer between, let's say, company A and company B in a particular industry, but the competition, if we are not ready with the right talent, the business from global customers could go to some other country. So it is in this context, it's very important that industry-academia interface plays a very important role. Now it's not just corporates like TCS who are emphasizing on the relevance of industry-academia interface. I think the government of India also has a lot of emphasis both in the 12th and 13th plan period.
You can watch both the panel discussions on our website emmrckashmir.com. Dear viewers, recently students from various government schools of Gurez called upon Vice Chancellor Professor A.M. Shah and held an interaction with him at the administrative block. The students informed the Vice Chancellor about the hardships they face in the winters when the Gurez Valley remains cut off from the rest of the valley. Professor Shah, while welcoming students, assured them of all help in solving their educational problems.
कि इन दूर दराज इलाके जो है, जो कॉलेजेस हमारे हैं, किस तरीके से यूनिवर्सिटी के साथ जोड़िए। हमारे पास एक कोशिश ये भी हो रही है कि टेक्नोलॉजी जो आई है, मे भी 2 साल के बाद, 1 साल के बाद, 3 साल के बाद, इन इलाकों में खासकर जहाँ पर 4-5 महीने के लिए रास्ता ही बंद होता है, टेक्नोलॉजी का इंतज़ाम हम ऐसे कर लेंगे। अगर यहाँ श्रीनगर में बैठकर किसी ने लेक्चर डिलीवर किया, आप वहाँ पर कॉलेज में जाकर यहाँ के टीचर।
Professor Shah told students that through information communication technology, one can connect colleges and remove the barriers that students from far-flung areas face.
जो हम टेक्नोलॉजी लाने जा रहे हैं, आप कॉलेज में हैं, अगर टीचर वहाँ है वो सही बात है, मगर अगर नहीं भी है, यूनिवर्सिटी में लेक्चर होगा या हिंदुस्तान के किसी कोने में लेक्चर होगा, वहाँ पर आप क्लासरूम में बैठेंगे, जिसको कि अंग्रेजी में वर्चुअल क्लासरूम कहते हैं, उसका इंतजाम होगा तो आपकी तालीम ज़्यादा सही तालीम होगी। ये कुछ चीज़ें हैं, ये फ्यूचर में आ ही जाएगी। ज़माना ऐसा आ रहा है कि अमेरिका में कोई पढ़ाएगा, कश्मीर यहाँ सुनेंगे, कोई इंग्लैंड में लेक्चर देगा या कश्मीर में कोई लेक्चर देगा, उसको यूएस में कोई सुनेगा। तो लाजमन हमें इन इलाकों के साथ जुड़ना ही पड़ेगा।
That's all we have for you in today's program. Log on to EMMRC Kashmir to catch all the latest episodes of Quest. As always, do send us your valuable suggestions and feedback at quest@emmrckashmir.com. Before I sign off and say goodbye, I leave you here with this week's thought. Our memories do not visit us in chronology, and the story we form by joining up the memories involves choices with the purpose of making a whole and finding a pattern. I'll see you next week. Until then, goodbye.